Network Entertainment.
Hi girls and boys! Kami ang Lady Boses!
My sister Alex.
CR tayo. Let's go.
Hello! Good afternoon, everybody. Again, for those who do not know, we are Lady Boses and we're female stand-up comedians. And we try to speak out and stand up for women. Kaya nga, boses kasi kami ang voice ng mga kababaihan. Boses with one S. But also we're all Lady Boses in our own right. So may guest tayo?
Yeah, so ang guest natin today, isa siyang certified biohacking human potential and vitality coach. Her name is Miss Ellie.
Hi, Miss Ellie.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
Good afternoon to the Lady Bosses.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Oo,
Can
thank
tell
you
us
for
more
saying
about
yes,
biohacking?
diba?
Okay, buti
Of
may time
course.
kayo. Pero malapit lang yung office
Oo,
niyo.
super lapit lang. Oo.
So, can you tell us about the biohacking? Yung kung ano po yung ginagawa niyo?
Ang una ko narinig
What is it
kasi,
about?
akala ko biohazard. Iba pala yun. Basura.
Ako kahit whatever, biohacking, biohazard, parang sa akin, parang, ano to,
Alien
chemical?
words.
Oo, correct. Oo. So, what is it about?
So parang you created a new definition. Biohacking is the exact opposite ng biohazard. So it's finding, so biohacking kasi, I'm the biohacking pioneer. So I brought it here 10 years ago. And I opened my center about 6 years ago before the pandemic. Biohacking is more or less, it's part of the human potential movement. It's how do I become a better person in every way, a better version of myself outside ng, ng box of how we do health. Diba? So the health is like a pill for an ill. Diba? You need a diagnosis in order to get yourself cured. But biohackers actually were started by the tech people. And tech people, they want to look outside of the box. Diba? And they always, palagi silang naghahanap ng loophole to be able to, find solutions or something. So this movement was actually created by a tech person, Dave Asprey, dahil ang dami niyang sakit. Okay, he also is in the autism spectrum. And sinabihan siya ng doktor niya na, tapos he's obese, tapos he would work out every day. Hindi pa rin siya pumapayat for years. And then sinabihan siya ng doktor niya na, wala ka ng hope, wala nang magagawa sa'yo. Palagi forever ka nang ganyan. So being the rebel that he is and also into tech person, sabi niya, no way, I'm gonna find a loophole. Then nakahanap siya ng mga, supplements, ways of eating, ways of thinking, so mindset, and then machines. So wellness-based technology is what biohacking is, the use of machines to optimize health and mind and body performance.
What type of machines?
Oo.
Like, is it like for the, I can't
Yeah.
visualize what kind of
You know what's
machine.
interesting? Now I can actually explain it better. Okay. But 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, people are like, what the, Pero ngayon, ang dami na kasi nakarinig na kayo ng red light therapy, di ba? Oh, yun. That's biohacking.
What's red light therapy?
Parang mask.
Yeah.
Ay, parang sa derma and all.
Yes, parang sa derma. Pero ngayon, hindi lang siya aesthetic. It's actually red and near infrared. There's a lot of science behind it because it borrows from nature. So, red and near infrared, kailan yun nakikita yung light na yun sa outside? During sunset and
Sunrise.
exactly. Yeah. So we're just born from nature. Yung sunrise and sunset, hindi lang siya doon to be placed in postcards. Diba? Hindi lang siya doon to be put in Instagram. Okay, sunrise and sunset, they have a role to play in terms of our biology. Both of them signal wake and sleep. And diba? It's part of our circadian rhythm. So yung circadian rhythm, actually, if you can flow with the rhythm of nature, it means your health is optimized talaga. And we have these rays that signal to us that it's time to sleep, it's time to wake up, diba? And also, there is a way that the near-infrared wavelength also creates more energy in our body. Okay. Diba? So what we're doing with biohacking, we're just borrowing from the OG healing forces of nature, which which I want to also emphasize. It's free.
Yes,
diba?
yes.
Pero because we live in artificial indoor places and it's become our lifestyle, hindi na tayo nako-connect sa sunrise sunset. I would argue in the 80s nung bata ko, Or tayo, I don't know.
Outside, yes.
Diba? We were always
Outside,
outside. Diba? So we had better health that time. It was easier to sleep. Diba? Ngayon, mga tao, yung real epidemic is hindi nakakatulog.
Blue
Why?
light kasi,
Blue
yeah.
light kasi, walang near infrared, walang sunrise, sunset. Wala, we're so disconnected from nature. We don't even get sun anymore. Diba? Pero simple lang eh. Go back to nature. Connect with nature. So biohacking kind of addressed the pain point and provided a solution to a need, which is to revitalize the biology with frequencies that are mimicking nature.
Right.
Indoors.
Right.
Yeah. Diba?
So that's a thing now, di ba? Kasi
Oo.
since yung sinabi mo kanina, we don't have this lifestyle of experiencing sunrise, sunset.
Yes.
So dali na lang natin indoors lahat.
Lalo na
Correct.
yung mga night shift.
Oo.
Yung iba na
Tas
yung
hindi na siya
circadian
free.
rhythm nila.
Oo, exactly. You have to pay for convenience, diba? Oo. Yeah. So it's not just light. I mean, there are 8 regenerative pathways ng biology natin. Light is just one of them.
Okay.
But there are also others like neuroplasticity, diba? That the brain's ability to change. Diba? Both positive and negative, but the brain it's not a fixed state. It can change. There's also the lymph or the fluid system. There's the fascia. There's the oxygen pathway. There's the heat pathway, infrared heat, so near infrared sauna. There's thermogenesis also through ice plunge. Diba? That's cold thermogenesis. Diba? You generate heat through the cold. Diba? So there's a lot. Sleep and emotions are a great pathway. Yeah, also. So,
Usually what therapy ang ginagawa for what type of people na nagpapa-therapy sa inyo?
the overwhelmed moms and entrepreneurs. Yes, and mostly family overwhelm also.
So do you have a service center or you sell products to address all of their needs?
I do. I started with a center which I opened before the pandemic.
Okay.
So a biohacking center. And now because there's such a great need and because people are finally into the biohacking thing and everyone and her sisters into wellness now, people are starting, there's a demand that's being created. So which I would like to respond to because I've been in the business for 10 years. I have so many success stories for myself and my clients. And there's so much science behind the machines that I use.
Okay.
I have a relationship with the people who actually make them. Yung danger kasi ngayon na lahat ng tao na they're so into biohacking na lahat na lang biohacking, 'di ba? They try to produce their own red light, for example, and then make it sexy, make the marketing nice, and then they
Right.
sell it.
Yes.
And then, but you don't know if it's real wavelength,
Effective.
if there are reviews, diba? Or baka it's the wrong wavelength. Yun yung danger now.
Is it a side effect? For example, they used it for their faces. Burnt skin?
Sometimes it can, yeah,
if it's a
because
wrong type of equipment.
Oo. Yeah. Kasi that needs to be tested and reviewed and tested and reviewed. A lot of these products are not. So the ones that I use, at least 15 years na ginagamit or pinag-aaralan.
Okay.
And there are actually real people behind it. All of them are on my podcast.
Okay.
And I refuse to rebrand anything that doesn't have a real person behind it or a real expert.
Okay.
Because I think Filipinos deserve to have authentic, equipment na with integrity also. Oo, hindi lang yung para lang sa pera or whatever pang ibibusiness ko kasi bagong racket. No way.
Parang siyang placebo.
Yes, and actually, placebo is a good thing. We love placebo. It's the power of the mind to create wellness in the biology because we control our biology through our mind. So if we're in that place where, oh my God, this is so good for me. For example, an example of placebo, kunyari, di ba? There's of course a part of wellness about nutrition and junk food, di ba? So McDonald's, di ba? A lot of us before, in health, di ba, we frown upon McDonald's. It's processed, ganyan. It's so bad for me, ganyan. But what about the millions of people who rely on McDonald's
Right. Oo
because
nga,
it's
no?
all
Yeah,
they can
they can afford.
afford. So yung pagkakain nila, it's like, oh, this is so good for me. I'm so thankful nakakakain ako ngayon.
Okay, gets.
Diba? And they're healthier than the people who can afford super mahal Michelin star restaurants who are always in the hospital.
Parang
Oo
siyang
nga, no?
mind over matter.
Yes.
Yun,
It
no?
becomes
Very
your
much.
reality when you think
Yes,
it. Yeah.
exactly.
Parang you're helping your mind to be positive about it. And then from your mind, lumalabas dun
translates
sa
to your
Yes, exactly. Psychosomatic, but it's also deeper than that. So basically for us, parang in the 10 years that I've been experimenting, because I was in that bandwagon na I'll only eat everything organic. But my God, you have to have deep
Ang mahal.
pockets,
Oo,
di
mahal
ba?
ng organic.
And then I wasn't really feeling that different. Parang, am I really feeling great? I don't really feel a difference, di ba? Where once in a while when you kind of cheat, you drink some wine or, have a hamburger or something, it's fun. Life is fun. So for me, what you eat, what you think about what you eat is more important than what you're actually eating. Because it's really mind.
So parang, sige. So parang yung mga nagda-diet na parang they feel deprived.
Oo,
They
it's not
feel,
actually helping.
It's not,
they-
yeah.
yun nga. Kaya nga, kumbaga parang yung mga nagda-diet na
Or no sugar.
yung parang
Oo.
parang I can't wait na mag-Sunday
Wala.
kasi yun yung cheat day
Yes,
ko.
yes. Diba? Parang life is too short. And balance lang. Like let's say, you want to lose weight. Okay, why don't you control it? Control your portions for let's say 4 days of the week. 1 or 2 days, go and have some fun with your friends. Just live life. Diba? Because it's also, I mean, if you're like obsessed with dieting and lahat na lang bawal, it's actually, there's a label for that. And it's kind of a disorder in a way. It's called orthorexia.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like anorexia, but it's orthorexia. You think everything is bawal.
Okay.
Hindi ko kainin yan because it's like that, diba? And I used to be that in my early days as a bulletproof coach, now human potential coach with biohacking. Talagang, I will not eat any of that. I will not drink alcohol. If I drink alcohol, I have to take NAC, 2 tablets of NAC before alcohol and some activated charcoal. Yung ganyan ba? So regimented. Diba? Part
Hindi
of,
na enjoyable.
Pero isn't it a lifestyle? Like parang sanayan lang yan?
pwede.
Or tamang mindset din.
Pwede until it becomes inconvenient, diba? So for example, we change. We are so dynamic. Our biology changes and it's supposed to change. So I found biohacking, I was 44. So I was still, cycling and everything. My hormones were still pretty much in place, diba? But, come 47, 48, 49, medyo pababa na. The bulletproof coffee, which do you guys know what bulletproof coffee is?
With butter.
Yeah,
Butter
with
and
coconut
black.
oil, MCT.
Yes, MCT oil. So my mentor, Dave Asprey, created that. He invented that. Bulletproof coffee. So kami, as bulletproof coaches, we were adapting the lifestyle. So we would drink 3 to 4 a day. Diba? And thrive. At 44, wow, okay, it's amazing. But come 49, I would notice 2 coffees pa lang, hindi na ako makatulog. Diba? So, okay, my biology is changing. Until it had to be na, okay, I'm quitting. Kasi when
Overall, coffee? You don't drink coffee anymore?
I quit for about 3 months to reset.
What?
Yeah, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, honestly. Parang, hindi ko naman kailangan to.
What did you replace it with?
Nothing, actually, nothing.
Water lang talaga.
Yeah.
Ako, hindi ako nagko-coffee.
Yeah, ever since di ka
Diba?
nagko-coffee. Ako, ito yung problema ko kung paano ko mag-stop.
Banana.
Like 2 to 3 banana.
Oo.
Banana boost energy din eh. Kung
Okay.
gusto mo ng energy, then yung mga ganun.
Replace it with
Oo.
food, no?
Matcha tea, pwede. Yerba mate for some people. Diba? But I replaced it with nothing. But what I like about coffee kasi is the smell.
Yeah, the
And,
taste and
diba,
smell.
the
Yes.
taste and smell and everything. And bumalik ako. Bumalik ako after a while, but 1 na lang. Then I found 1 lang is enough na for me to feel
For the rest of the day.
good. Because I want my morning to start well. Okay, so now my coffee, before high fat, low sugar or zero sugar, zero carb. Ngayon, it's high sugar. And some fat.
With milk?
Yeah. With milk. Whole milk and 2 tablespoons of muscovado sugar.
Okay.
And my morning is fantastic. I look forward to it. Yeah. Another thing is, as I got older, I'm now 54. As I got older, my thyroid bumaba yung level niya. Ang hirap na pumayat, ang hirap na diba? To lose weight or the metabolism is so different. Yung gamot ng low thyroid is sugar. Yeah. So, like whole sugars as much as you can. So like lactose, fructose, diba? ice cream.
Yeah,
Of course, in moderation. I mean, if you eat it, of course, it follows that you can gain weight, right? But, to have it in controlled doses, para lang i-dose mo lang yung thyroid mo. So for me, it's the morning. I have 2 huge heaping tablespoons of Muscovado with milk in my coffee. Wow, I feel amazing.
How about honey? Is it healthy?
Yes.
Okay.
Honey is good. Except that if you put it in hot liquid, mawawala yung enzymes, no? So it's better raw.
Direct.
And before bed is the best. Kasi your brain needs a lot of sugar. Yeah.
Ginagamit ko yun pag may masakit yung ko.
Oo.
Raw lang
Diba?
siya.
Raw is
Lalo
the
sa
best.
New Zealand, di ba? Yung
Manuka.
Manuka honey.
Manuka honey. Ang mahal. So
Yun.
mahal.
Mahal nga
Talaga
lang.
yung presyo niya.
Pero, sige.
No, in your center, what's your top service that people ask for?
Brain training.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does that
Brain
go?
training.
Yeah.
May machine.
Pero what? How?
Medyo machine.
What is
What's the
it?
process?
What is it?
Or-
Nothing. I'm not altering anything. It's more of like meditation on steroids.
Okay.
Parang ganyan.
Meditation on steroids.
Yeah, we call it steroids. So, yung biohacking kasi, what it's really hacking is time. So, kunyari, you use the machine for, let's say, 1 session.
How does it look like? The one for the brain?
Super small. It's like a Microsoft Surface Pro laptop with 5 wires and then a headset. Yun lang.
Akala ko yung parang
Yun lang.
pangkulot eh.
Oo, yun din.
Ako naman iniisip ko, parang yung pang-tan.
Yeah.
Ako naman inisip ko parang pang yung pang MRI, papasok ka doon. May malaking ganun.
Oo, ganun lang siya. Parang lang siyang laptop. Pero sobrang grabe yung science behind it. Tapos the guy who invented it, created it in the 1950s, alam niya kung ano yung algorithm ng Zen mind. He knew it at 14 years old. Sabi niya, alam niya yung algorithm. Pero yung technology, hindi pa nagka-catch up until 1999. So, nag-wait
Saan
talaga
siya
siya.
kinakabit?
So, C3 and C4 on the scalp and then on the ears as grounding references. Oo. So, there's science behind it. It's clinical grade, non-medical. And it's for overall wellness. But what people find is, nakakahanap sila ng presence, the state of presence ba? So, if you're anxious or you're worried, you're stressed, or you're galit ka sa isang tao or something, because you've trained the brain, it's like a gym, di ba? May muscle ka. Because you've trained in the machine, in real life, you're trained to come back to presence.
Are they watching something? Or just closing their eyes?
You can, either or. If you want to sleep, you sleep. A lot of people natutulog kasi hindi natutulog ang mga tao. This is the only time nakakatulog.
Ako yun.
And then it fixes their sleep also. I mean, somehow nakakatulog sila maaga. Diba?
Parang gusto ko yun.
And pwede ka ma-reset, Jeannie. Tulog mo, reset.
Oo. And then you can listen to music lang or watch a movies, for example,
But you pick the
Crazy
music.
Rich Asians, kaya.
Or we can pick our music, for example.
Pwede, pero it has to be in the machine. So, pero generally we have the parang calming music lang.
Naisip ko kasi metal eh.
Kaya nga eh. Di wala rin.
No. Better kung hindi. But I'm sure people have done it na, they listen to metal while training. Kasi you're being trained, your brain is training itself to be resilient. So if it has a particular response to metal, the brain is training itself on that, diba? And it's not the machine that's training, it's the brain. That's why gusto ko tong machine na to. Kasi ang daming out there na doctor or a medical special or health practitioner is the one who usually this is standard care. Sila yung nagde-decide na you need more alpha, so you have to be calmer. Diba? Or you need more beta to get out of depression. So you need more activity. And then they keep deciding. Diba? But the brain is so dynamic and so advanced. How can you decide for it? So the brain decides for itself. And the brain of a 6-month-old baby is different from a 50-year-old man, from a mother who's overwhelmed, or an elite athlete in PBA. Ibang-iba. So we want the brain of the individual to decide for itself.
So you have all of these clients, like from babies to PBA players.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kasi human potential So pwedeng kahit ano. I mean, okay, it's a nightmare for marketing. Kasi pwedeng lahat ng tao.
Oo nga eh.
But if you market to all, you market to none.
Yeah, exactly. You're not everything to everyone. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But yes, definitely, performance, human performance talaga. And that could be whatever. Diba? Everyone is performing every day.
Oo.
Yeah.
Marami bang mga postpartum mommies na pumupunta doon?
Meron din, yes, I have a lot. And we encourage them to come even during pregnancy.
Okay.
To help with whatever goes on during pregnancy. And then after
So,
also.
ano yung mga testimonies nila like when it comes to mothers? Yung, what does it happen? What happens to them? In their behavior, in their ano yung
Function as a
testimony?
mom.
Kalmado. More kalmado. Plus may energy. Kahit ang dami-dami kailangan gawin, may energy and may capability to do.
Pero ilang
perform.
sessions yun? Do you need a certain amount of session or
Per need basis.
Yeah, great question. Think of it as like a cellular gym. Pag pumunta ka sa gym, 'di ba, to work out or to lose weight, each person goes with a different goal. And then your consistency and frequency also determines how close you are to your goal. 'Di ba? So it would bode well for mothers to be na meron ng vitality level, high level of vitality and high level of resilience in the brain. 'Di ba? Before having a baby. Kasi there's also relationship issues with the father, diba? There's also work that has to be taken care of, things like that. So it's nice if you're in a resilient state. No, before you add another layer that's so important, that requires 100% peak performance mo. So okay rin. Okay rin. Kung hindi, come whenever, and then at least you get that boost of energy na. Yeah.
What if my objective for a therapy would be to reactivate a certain part of my brain, like creative writing? Can it be identified, or it's just gonna be like a side effect of it, like an added bonus?
An added bonus, more of. So it's performance in whatever way, whatever that means for you. And the machine itself kasi looks at all the brain waves. So the gamma, beta, alpha, theta, delta, all of that, your brain is the one fixing it.
I see.
But because you're out of your own way, you could reach it. Yeah, definitely.
I get it. Yeah. Galing, no?
parang gusto ko i-try kasi
Game.
para ma-fully understand ko kasi now parang it's all new to me. Na parang hindi ko mag-grasp masyado paano siya mangyayari. Well, ako naman since psychology yung graduate ko. So, alam ko na it starts with the brain lahat. And very diverse talaga yung brain. Pero using machines kasi usually therapy lang talaga na like talking to people, talking to
Talk
the
therapy.
therapists. Talk therapy.
Which I do also, yeah.
Pero I cannot connect yung
Machine. Helping the brain
helping the brain to
to relax.
So we would look at it as a great question. I love the discourse. Kasi you would look at it as a gym for those. So our bodies kasi, we have ways to make it stronger, to build muscle. But we don't have ways for the brain to see and build its own muscle. Parang ganyan. Yung machine, parang siyang mirror ng brain. So, kunyari, di ba, you're in the gym, nasa harap ka ng mirror, and then you're lifting weights, tapos nakikita mo yung posture mo, ay mali. Tapos ikaw magko-correct. So over time, ikaw na nagko-correct, you use the correct posture na, then that hardwires as that's the correct posture. So in a way, the feedback helped you learn and then helped you hardwire a good habit or the correct way of doing whatever you're supposed to be doing. So itong machine mirrors and says, hey, look at you, you're doing this. Then the brain will decide, okay, thank you for the feedback. I will be present. I will stay present. I will stay present. I will stay present. Ganyan. And then over time, the muscle naka-hardwire na. And that might mean in someone's life, iba-iba kasi, di ba? Na wala na akong road rage. Or nakikita ko yung mag-go na yung light, hindi na ako anxious. Mga ganyan. It can mean those things.
So parang it's recording the activity of the brain and sending you feedback.
Yes.
Tapos ikaw na bahala, your brain na bahala to adjust.
Yes. All you have to do, the conscious you, just has to watch Crazy Rich Asians for 33 minutes on the laptop. But your subconscious brain is training itself. So, kasi the training is through the sound of the movie. Through negative feedback, there are skips. So, for example, kasi negative feedback, when you take out sound, mas nagiging present ka eh. Diba? When you expect a sound, kunyari you expect me to talk and then,
Wala.
diba? Diba? It makes you more present. So, same thing there. Makes you more present. So, negative feedback.
Does it also help lessen the cortisol level?
Yes, your body will be able to regulate itself better. Yeah, so it's not the machine per se, but it's more of what your body already knows to do for self-regulation. Because our biology has a break. Diba? We're not always gas eh. We have the parasympathetic nervous system that takes care of self-regulation. So that part of our nervous system will be more activated. So that if there's a cortisol, you need cortisol eh, diba? Because if there's
function.
a dog attacking you, you have to run or fight.
That alerts you.
Pero hindi naman your boss, can also look like like an attacking dog. But you could also make a choice to say, well, ganun lang siya. I'll just, stay in my resting state while they're barking at me. Parang ganyan.
Magandang araw para sa mga mas nakakalurky na storya,
Mas masayang kwentuhan.
mas nakakautot sa kaligayahan na chismisan.
Mga kaabang-abang na storya.
Aba, tutok na lagi sa Tambalan Podcast.
I'm also curious because you mentioned you're also a trauma specialist.
Yes, trauma therapist.
What's the usual process to identify the trauma of a person?
More often than not, it's really childhood trauma, adverse childhood experiences between the ages of 0 and 6 years old, when the brain is still forming and the brain is highly dependent on learning about the world from their adult caregivers.
Psychoanalysis.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Oo. So lahat. I mean, kasi if you have trauma, let's say in puberty, your very first trauma is in puberty, but you were securely attached between the ages of 0 and 12. You likely will have a very regulated nervous system. Marunong bumalik. Kahit may fear, bumabalik. Diba?
Okay.
And then you experience a trauma at 12 years old because you trained ka na, nakakabalik ka. So the chances of you not being traumatized would be big because you were trained in childhood to be able. That's the role of adult caregivers. Of the mother, of course, number one, diba? Because meron kasing studies na there were people during the Holocaust or during in the concentration camps who were securely attached to their families and parents when they were children. And these people were able to bounce back. They survived it.
Yeah.
They were able to bounce back. They found love. They got married. They had kids. And they had a wonderful, full life. While those who weren't securely attached, of course, tuloy-tuloy yung trauma. They couldn't get out of the trauma capsule. Yeah. Oo.
So yung biohacking, is it what do you call this? Recommended by mga psychiatrists, mga
Do you get a prescription for
Yes,
it?
oo.
Or they can just walk in and then have it?
They can just walk in. Kami, we're not allowed to meddle with, like, let's say the meds, medication. We're not also allowed to say, stop your meds. We never say that. We look at it as parang adjunct just to support the transformation journey.
parang supplements.
Supplemento. And tsaka kasi, sila na rin naghahanap ng alternative eh. Parang yung client mismo na naghahanap na, ginagawa ko na lahat, pero hindi pa rin ako nakakahanap ng comfort sa katawan, hindi ako nakakatulog and everything. Can you help me? So dun kami, that's where we help people. That's where I help them.
What are your other top services that people go to for your center?
The other is special needs.
Yes.
So I have a practice with special needs kids, autistic, Down syndrome, global delays, and cerebral palsy.
What's global delay?
Nonverbal, and then just parang hindi pa naglalakad, hindi pa wala pang social skills, ganyan. Oo. Yeah, so I have this practice called Anat Banyel method, which is a table work where my nervous system nagko-connect sa nervous system ng bata, and then we move each other. I move them consciously to map the brain to the body. Kasi special needs, they're frozen in fear. Hindi sila nakaka-move. And it's movement kasi that awakens the neurons of the brain, diba? It's part of our development. We need to walk, to crawl, and everything. It awakens the brain. Sila hindi nakadaan doon for whatever reason. So when we move them consciously, parang nagka-catch up over time. Then we put them on the brain machine and the other machines as well, just to accelerate. Oo.
Parang gusto ko, hindi ka
That's so interesting.
Parang gusto ko nga i-try.
Yeah, come.
Like,
Come.
what do you recommend sa amin?
Starter.
Oo.
Oh my gosh. The brain machine, because lahat ng tao hindi nakakatulog, right? I mean, we all stand to optimize our sleep.
How long
Diba?
is one session?
33 minutes lang.
That's good enough.
Yeah, fast lang.
Ito na yung how much ko eh. No? Usually, bilang Ilocano, how much yung one session when it comes to the brain machine?
I charge 1.9 for walk-in. But right now I have a promotion na 5,000 for 4 machines, like on that day. Kasi I don't have just the brain machine. I have a full red near-infrared bed. So it's full body talaga.
And then what's that for?
Mitochondria, for sleep, for energy. So basically, yung katawan mo, full tank of gas. And
Mahal gas na yun.
mahal ka ng gas. Cellular gas. Cellular gas. So yung feeling mo, yung interesting thing is, when people use the red near-infrared bed, they look sleepy and they look like relaxed. Why? Is because, diba, you're saying what? But they fill the full tank of gas. Bakit sila, why do they look sleepy? It's because sleep requires a lot of energy. A lot of energy. Kaya tayo pinapatulog, kailangan bangkay tayo kasi ang dami niyang ginagawa during sleep. Kailangan ng energy. A lot of people don't have vital energy kaya hindi sila nakakatulog. But when they are filled with near-infrared ATP, the cellular energy, finally, you can sleep because you have gas. Diba? I know it's kind of a paradox, pero that's just how it is. Sleep requires energy. That's why sugar, we want people to take honey before, kasi honey is fast energy.
Before sleeping?
Before sleeping. Oo.
Better
1 to 2
to
tablespoons. Oo.
For that one, what's your package for that? Full...
Same. It's the same.
really?
Oo. So we have 5,000 for 4 machines.
Pwedeng
So-
for 5,000.
Yes, pwede. Pwede. For you guys, it's free, of course. Yeah.
Subukan natin minsan.
Yeah.
Para
Pero ano yung parang individual booth per person?
Yes. So,
Okay.
so you rigodon. We put you in one machine. Yeah. So there's different machines. Cellular repair. There is pulse electromagnetic fields like a mat. Doon tulog na tulog kayo for sure.
Uy,
Near
sarap
infrared
siguro.
sauna. Meron.
Pero for one session, do you feel a difference
Right away.
right away
Most
after?
people, yes. Because hindi talaga sila natutulog eh. Hindi talaga natutulog. Very rare I have a person with a biological age that's 10 to 20 years younger than their cellular age. Most people are like 10 years, 5 to 10 years older.
Do you have a test?
Yeah, I
to
do.
find out?
I have a scan.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can take your scans.
Parang ayoko
Everyone is like that. Takot. Ay, mas matanda akong ganyan. Don't worry.
Try natin.
Oo.
Schedule natin.
Sige,
Yeah.
schedule natin.
Sige.
Kasi mas parang gusto ko siya i-share, pero if I don't fully understand
correct,
diba?
correct.
Oo, yeah.
Saka alam mo, ang sobrang kalmado ni Ma'am kausap. Kaya na pa ako inaantok. Tingnan ko lang talaga. Relaxing niya magsalita. Kaya samantalang yung past episodes natin, sobrang ingay nating tatlo. Ngayon sabi niya, ano kayo ngayon tatlo?
Parang ito pa nga lang yata, ito session na to biohacking session na to.
Yes, that's true.
Kasi parang kanina, parang mas clear na nga yung, ma'am, yung ano. usually, yung ano. Correct.
Kalmado na, no? Yeah.
Pero, can we, kasi may mga meditation, di ba?
Yes.
Parang, is it different from meditation, yung biohacking?
Not at all.
Or-
It is a biohack.
So, kaya mong, para sa mga Ilocanong katulad ko,
Kasi naman siya na lang mag-isa
DIY.
DIY.
Pero pwede, di ba? If you have
The correct state of mind
the
siguro.
process.
Super. Because the ancients, sila yung unang-unang biohacker. Sila yung may alam kung paano. But if you look at biohacking, yung definition namin is controlling your biology so it doesn't control you. So you harness yung superpower. So the ancients, they said, if you train your brain to come back to presence, then you would have more control of your life. They're true. It's true, di ba? Peace and non-attachment. That's pretty much the secret. That's our superpower.
Kaya nga diba, yung iba, pagka nagdadasal sila, they feel present.
Yes.
Kasi yun yung form of meditation naman nila. Rosary,
Yes.
Zen, zone of Zen nila.
Feel present ako nandun na ako sa ibang spirit na
Yeah. That's true. It can also bring you to the different states of consciousness then. That's part of biohacking then. Yeah, biohacking is all about human potential meron din siyang crossover sa spirituality. May ganyan Kasi if you look at spirituality, it's how do I become a better version of myself? How can I rise above my baseline where I am right now? That's in a way that's spirituality, di ba?
Correct.
Do you also sell any of your machines?
I am going to be distributing na. Kasi yung goal ko talaga, gusto ko kasi lahat ng pamilya, to be in a great state and to also be connected with each other. Kasi ang dami ngayon, in the 10 years na nagbabiohack ako, lahat ng nakita ko, lahat ng sakit ng tao ay dahil sa relationships.
stress, yung
Away sa
away, nag-aaway about money, nag-aaway about lahat-lahat na, 'di ba? And for me, if we have coherent relationships,
Right.
we can
It starts
control our
in the home.
biology.
Yes.
Yeah. If you master your relationships, you master your biology. Kasi lahat talaga is from our relationship. Kumbaga kasi yung nervous system natin, we were built for relationships. We were built for social bonds and connection, di ba? And hindi siya nagkakaiba sa pack of wolves or a community of chimpanzees, herd of horses, orcas. Lahat yan social animals.
School of fish. Yun lang alam ko. Yun lang alam ko.
School of fish, yeah, exactly. Di ba they protect each other pag marami sila? Di ba? Pag mag-isa lang, wala, they're dead. Dead ball.
Nagsimula sa herd So, pack of wolves.
Oo.
Nag-iisip tuloy ako.
But not like mammals. Yung mammals talaga. Let's go back to Punch the monkey. Diba?
Yeah, kawawa.
Diba?
The stuffed animal.
So imagine, ang daming tao, ganun yung pakiramdam na I'm ostracized, rejected, and abandoned, and isolated. Because isolation is the biggest conflict ng any living being. Whether you're mineral, a plant, or animal, or whatever, if you're isolated, you're not going to survive.
Because no man is an island.
Correct.
Masabi lang
Nakahirit
Buti na lang meron tayong 7,000 islands.
High tide or low tide.
Exactly.
I saw a video nga comparing a baby securely attached and a baby doing sleep training.
Yeah.
Tapos kita
Parang
mo yung difference
conditioning.
talaga.
Diba?
Di ba may mga experiments na gano'n?
Meron. still face experiment.
Oo, yan.
You remember that? Yeah, still face. So yun, kailangan we have to provide.
Blackface? Anong blackface?
Still face.
Well, ikaw nakaisip ng blackface. Wala akong sinabi.
Hearing voices.
Hearing voices, I need
ka.
Talaga.
Thank you. We'll definitely try.
Yes.
Kasi
Please.
very interesting siya eh.
Tapos pwede tayong gumawa ng video about it.
Sabay-sabay na tayo.
Sige.
Oo, gusto ko. Very interesting kasi it's about the mind.
Patulog.
Oo.
Fixed.
Tapos ako, sobrang kulang talaga ako sa tulog. So wala
Yan, lagay na yan. Kulang ako sa tulog.
wala pala akong enough energy to sleep.
Yun yung paradox, diba? Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for having me.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry na antok kayo.
No, that's fine.
Pero grabe yung grabe siya magsalita. Sobrang kalmado. Pero ikaw, ma'am, gumagamit ka rin ng mga machines mo.
Every single day for 10 years.
Wow.
So
Yes.
anong favorite mo dun sa mga machines mo?
Yung brain machine talaga.
Yung brain machine
brain talaga.
Parang
Kasi,
doon nga ako nakafocus eh.
Okay.
kasi
Sabi-
na-save
33
yung life
minutes a day.
ko. And one is, dati nag-road rage ako. Biglang nawala. Two is, pag nagalit ako, kunyari, somebody did something, let's say, this is real life, yung hardinero, kinat down yung tree na maraming nests and birds and hindi ako hininga ng permission. Bigla nakita ko, oh my God, ano nangyari? So sa unang sigaw na yun, yung sobrang galit, biglang parang may nagda-downshift sa galit ko. Biglang nagiging neutral. And then, nagtatawanan na kami after 2 minutes. Not immediately, but you could feel it. Yeah. And then,
Ba't ba ako nagagalit?
yeah, in 2 minutes, nagkatawanan na kami. Pero, in real life, I mean, to be realistic about it, it took me about 4 days to fully neutralize. Kasi pag nakita ko, nagagalit na naman ako. And then, pero mas less na yung galit. Tapos bababa ulit. Tapos the next day, pag nakita ko, inis na naman ako. And then, bababa. After the 4th day, pag nakita ko na yung puno, ay, mag-grow lang yan. Okay lang yan. Imagine. Kasi kung wala yun, nasisanti ko na siya. Nasuko yung HOA.
Kaya
Bakit
pala
yung pinayagan
nawala
yan,
na yung
ganyan,
galit.
ganyan. Diba? Ang dami ko nang ginawa. For what? For what?
Tinatanim yung galit.
Exactly. But after the 4th day, wala lang. Okay lang. Nagre-report pa rin siya. Okay pa, we're friends pa rin. Okay lang. That's what's important.
Parang kailangan ko niyan. Kasi dealing with people is so much stress.
So much.
Like, especially people na hindi pareho yung morals mo, hindi pareho yung
Totoo.
wavelength, hindi pareho yung respect with each other, yung mga ganun. So
Yeah.
parang ang bilis kong mag-snap. Tapos, alam mo yun, hindi ko naman dinidisplay in public, pero nandun siya. Tapos yung nagsasuffer, syempre, kung kanino ko binubuhos.
Or sometimes it just piles up.
Oo. So
Yeah.
parang feeling ko, we need.
Yeah, pwede rin. It also could be a reflection of how you experienced your childhood then. Kasi na parang you always have to prove yourself and you have to people please and things like that. So ngayon, in adulthood, lumalabas siya. Now, if somebody disagrees with you, no way, that's not true. Ganyan. Diba?
Pero ma'am, yung umpisa ng session, like, do you interview muna? Kung paano? Kakausapin mo ba muna? Kung anong ganun ba ang ano?
Oo. Usually, nakukuha yan sa biological age scan. Kasi lumalabas doon na hindi ka natutulog, you have psycho-emotional troubles, ganyan-ganyan. And then lumalabas na doon.
Psycho-emotional troubles will come out.
So you will know what machine to use.
Yeah.
Best fit, parang gano'n.
The number one is of course the brain machine. Kasi yun yung lumalabas sa scan, diba? The others are for enhancing sleep on a cellular level talaga. Oo, lahat ng tao, I tell you, everyone that comes to me, hindi natutulog. Hindi talaga natutulog. It's an epidemic. Bago pa mag-COVID, yun talaga yung global epidemic natin. Na hanggang ngayon, yun pa rin. It's even worse now because there's Netflix binging and there's, di ba? In the 80s, wala naman tayong gano'n. 11 o'clock, wala nang program. Kailangan matulog na, di ba?
So we're waiting for that session, what can we do? Like, walk in the morning, 5 o'clock,
Great
or before the
question.
sunrise?
Yeah, do we need to prepare for
No,
Hindi
naman.
naman. Parang while we, parang alternative while we
Like to enhance. Yeah. So
enhance.
this is what I teach everybody. The biohacking is free and it's right there. Pagkagising, open the window and put your eyes out just to
Eyes.
feel the glare. You don't have to be directly under the sun, but just open it.
Vampira pala.
And better walang glass. No glass.
No glasses?
Oo, no glasses. And no glass. Basta open it talaga.
Okay.
Para malabas. For 10 minutes. Oo. That's just to inform the body. It's receiving signals from the light na, gigising ka na, ganyan. And kung pwede, sunset rin. 10 minutes. Kung pwede, without glasses. To tell the melatonin, malapit ka na mag-pour. Sasabihin ng pituitary kay melatonin, malapit na kasi every
Para antukin
day.
naman.
Para
Ang
antukin
galing.
naman. Every day kailangan. Don't give up. Basta mangyayari yan, every day antok ka. Ako by 8:45, I'm, pababa na ako.
drowsy na.
Oo.
Pero how about people who are nocturnal? Is there such thing?
There is. That's called a chronotype. Yeah, a lot of brilliant people actually are nocturnal. They call it the wolf chronotype.
Brilliant pala.
A lot of authors ganun eh. Doon lang sila nakaka-write, di ba? To the wolf chronotypes.
Pag 5 p.m. na,
Active yung brain.
sobrang active na lang. Parang andun na lahat ng ideas.
Oo.
Pero pag kunwari, gumising ako ng maaga,
Lutang pa, wala pa.
parang, alam mo yun, parang wala akong ideas, walang, basta ganun.
Oo.
Pero pag once na nag 5 p.m. na, parang, ang daldal
Light
ko
bulb.
na, ang dami ko
Oo.
na, gustong gawin.
Yeah, you would be a wolf chronotype.
So,
yeah.
paano yun when it comes to sunrise, sunset?
Can you reset the brain?
If you can. I mean, if you're really... Actually, there's this... The one who invented the chronotype is Dr. Bruce, Breus. He said that most people are actually lions. Lions are lahat tayo, most of us, di ba? We wake up at the sunrise and then we sleep at sunset. So that's most of us. There are bears who wake up, let's say, at 9 or 10 and then sleep. So parang the in-between. And then the wolves are the chronotypes na nocturnal. Then there are the dolphins who just don't sleep at all. They're so wiry. Di ba? So 3 or 4 hours long of sleep and then they're still alive. These are the really payat people who are wiry and everything. But most lions don't know that they're lions pala. It's just because of artificial light and screen time and everything that they force themselves to become wolves. Diba? If you're a wolf, a real wolf chronotype, and you're sleeping at the hours of a wolf, you should be thriving. But if you don't feel like it's good, you might actually be a lion. You might actually be like everyone, most of us.
Pero feeling ko, yun nga, nocturnal talaga ako. Kasi mas effective ako sa gabi.
Since you were a kid?
Oo.
Okay. So
Na
could be,
talaga, parang inaano nila ako na parang ang late kong matulog. Bata pa lang ako.
So baka ikaw yun. Yeah. Oo. Maybe to, how many hours of sleep do you get?
Nakakatulog naman ako hanggang tanghali.
Diretso
So
naman.
mga 8 hours
Oo.
rin.
Oo. Pero if I need to wake up in the morning katulad for the kids, I can naman. Pero mas sobrang wala akong
Sluggish
energy.
na.
Sluggish ako. Ganun. Pero kahit wala akong, kunwari, yung usual nagising ko is kunwari 10 o'clock or mga hanggang tanghali. Tapos nagising ako ng 8 for the kids. Wala akong energy sa umaga. Pero kahit hindi ako nakatulog, wala akong nap, pagdating ng 5,
Yun na naman.
lively talaga ako. Kahit wala akong nap from 8 to... Oo, parang ang weird
So
nga.
parang the time zone mo is like the central US or something like that, diba?
Sa ibang bansa.
Oo.
Or ano nga tawag doon?
Ano?
Night shift.
Night shift.
Night shift. Yeah, exactly sila, diba? Their time zone is the US. That's why nagna-night shift sila. Oo. But I definitely want to help the BPO people.
Oh, yeah.
Biohack their life.
Oo. Kasi sila yung sakitin eh. Sila yung mabilis makapitan ng sakit because of yung lack of sleep.
Tsaka mainom yung mga ganyan Lifestyle nila. They like alcohol.
Plus, they're not getting
Enough
sun
sleep
at all.
the
They're
sun,
not getting
definitely.
any sun. Oh, we need the sun. I mean, plants need sun. We do also. So your question, what to do, diba? So
Yes.
those things.
Yes. Okay, so sunrise, walk during sunrise. Basta first thing in the morning when you wake up.
Whenever you wake
Walk.
up, inform yourself. It's better if it's sunrise, sunset kung
Okay.
pwede, diba? But not most. But just any morning sun.
Okay.
Just to inform the rhythm.
How many
Para may
minutes?
rhythm. 10 minutes lang.
10 minutes. Okay.
When's the, hanggang what time ang okay?
Good sun.
No, good sun.
12 noon is the best sun, but for different reasons. For vitamin D conversion.
Kaya pala may mga runners sa tanghalin tapat tumatakbo.
Crazy,
Ang
no?
init.
Oh my God, I would die.
Parang power run ang tawag nila.
grabe.
12 noon.
Yeah.
Kasi tumatakbo.
Oo. I wouldn't run. I would die. Diba? Ito is just converting, meaning nakahiga ka lang doon. And then
Okay.
you're converting
Sunbathing.
vitamins. Sunbathing. We call it sun eating.
Sun eating.
Oo. Kasi the UV will convert cholesterol into vitamin D. Diba? That's why we need cholesterol. Oo. You can naman convert like a 10 or a 3. Kaso, it will be longer than 12 noon. 12 noon kasi is the highest conversion rate. So, it's the shortest
super
exposure. Oo.
So, ilang minutes? 5? 10 minutes?
Pag
Depends. Kasi you have to calculate the cloud coverage, how much you're wearing, ganyan, diba? Things like that. So there's an app called D-Minder that will calculate lahat yan for you. And then sasabihin din niya, it's time for you to turn over. So turn over. Ganyan.
kailangan may turnover pa. Akala ko as long as you're looking. Or,
For the sun eating,
okay.
actually you have to be in a bikini nga eh. Para mas short. Oo. Para mas short yung exposure.
so tama pala yung mga nakatambay na topless.
Nakaganon pa yung paa niya eh. Pati yung vajay niya, pinapaarawan eh.
The perineum and the vajayjay. Yes.
Mas malakas yata mag-absorb yung
Bottom part.
Yeah. Oo.
Saan niya ginagawa? Saan ginagawa ni Alex?
Nakita ko yung post niya sa terrace niya.
kasi naman malaking bahay.
Oo, wala naman siyang
Terrace.
kapitbahay, so
Yeah.
okay lang.
Before, what I used to do during the pandemic, I used to go to the rooftop. I live kasi in a condo. So, the rooftop. And then, I'd cover myself with towels. Tapos stools. And then, para hindi ako kita sa side. Oo. Pero, basta lang don't peer like that. Don't look like that. Oo. And then,
wala lang building dun sa...
Oo. Yes, exactly. Oo. So, fortunately, wala naman unless may drone or whatever. But talagang fully naked. And then perineum also. Sunning.
Wow.
Oo. Possible naman siya. Plus you get a good tan, di ba? Ang ganda ng tan.
Alis na pantay.
Oo, basta pantay. Oo. Walang lines. Oo.
Interesting. Super interesting.
Gusto ko tuloy mag-yoga.
Punta sa yoga.
Hindi. Di ba parang meditation?
Meditation.
Oo, it is. Yeah, it's a biohack. It really is a biohack. Yeah. Anything that yung nag-optimize ng health. Talaga. And ikaw, ideally kasi biohacking is self-healthing. So parang ikaw responsable sa health mo. Period. Tapos walang nakakakilala sa iyo kundi ikaw. More than your doctor, more than your coach or anyone. Para but you can have a good conversation with them about your biology. Hindi ka lang nakikinig at nag-oo lang. You actually have a dialogue. Oo. That's the like at the heart of biohacking. Self-responsibility.
Ang ganda.
Oo nga eh. Parang,
So, kailangan na natin magpa-schedule.
Yes,
Sabay-sabay
please.
tayong tatlo.
Sige.
So, para malaman natin kung ano ang ano. Oo, pwede. So, Miss Ellie, thank you for
You're welcome. Thank
spending
you.
this day with us.
Thank you
Ganda,
so
ang
much for
ganda.
having me.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for having me.
So, mula sa kaboses niyong excited, itry ang biohacking, Kay Asco.
So, mula sa kaboses ninyo, malumanay na. Ang pagsasalita dahil kay Miss Ellie, Jimmy Matay.
At mula sa kaboses niyong na-relax din, mula sa Unlimited.
Yes.
Si D, kami ang
Lady Boses!
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.